Good afternoon, everybody. Just making a little video here to explain what I'm doing. As many people know, for years I have struggled with keeping the weight off. So, at it again, trying something I've done before, but I figured this time I'm going to try and hold myself more accountable, so I'm making these videos as often as I want. I don't know, maybe once a week, twice a week, daily, every other week. It's just going to depend on how things are going, how I'm doing that specific day, or what my mood is. But I figured at this time, I just, it's another way to be accountable. Maybe people will watch these videos, maybe people won't. We'll see. I won't be offended if no one watches them, but I'm doing them to keep myself accountable to my results and to what I'm trying to accomplish. So what I'm doing is I'm going to go pretty much with a carnivore diet for the next month. Today is the 30th of March. I was going to wait till April 1st, but I'm going to start this on Monday, the 31st. Why not? It's going to be pretty strict. I'm going to allow myself a little leeway just because if I go too strict, I feel I'm more likely to fall off the wagon, as probably a lot of people have experienced themselves. But I'm going to keep the rules pretty simple. If anyone has questions along the way, comments, please feel free to leave them. I'll be happy to answer any questions, how I'm feeling, what I'm eating, if I'm finding changes in my numbers, my results. Let's be honest, since probably October of last year, let's say I put on a little bit of weight, 20, 30 pounds maybe. I'm going to step on the scale for the first time tomorrow morning and share my results. It is what it is. Can't hide it. People that have known me, especially a long time, know I've struggled with weight for a long time. At one point in time, my doctor told me if I didn't take my health serious, I'd be dead by 30. Well, okay, we're not quite there. I'm well past 30, so I'm still going, so that's a positive. But, kids are getting older now. I want to be around to see them. So it's, I gotta, it's gotta take it serious at some point. I'm kind of sick of the yo-yo of the weight getting so close to goal, being so proud that I got off all my medications, being proud that I was under 200 pounds, and to have it all like shot in the face and, hey, it's all back, haha, fool you. Pull the, what is it, the sheets, whatever they say, but whatever it is, So, I'm going to be doing a carnivore, ketovore type diet for the next, I'm going to say, let's do 30 days and see how we go. I mean, Easter's coming up. There's going to be a lot of temptation. Can I say I'm not going to at some point slip up? No, I'll slip. We all do. But, what happens when you get knocked down? You got to stand back up. And, and I'll do my best. I can only be honest with myself. I could come on here every day and say, I didn't have anything, and then turn off the video, eat 3 donuts, some Timbits, but that's kind of the point of being accountable on these videos at this time. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm gonna limit myself. I'm gonna eat a lot of beef, ground beef, eggs, bacon, butter, try and be budget friendly. I follow a lot of people online who I've gotten ideas from and learned the science of a carnivore diet. So, can I do it 100%? No. And again, I would slip. Too easy to slip. So I'm going to allow myself a little leeway. I'm going to allow myself some cheese still, but I'm going to try and limit things like shredded cheese in a package that have 1 million ingredients on it. Try and stick with hard cheeses, blocks of cheese, or just, even if it's deli cheese, something that, if I can't read the ingredients in the back in like 2 seconds, it's too many ingredients. I'm not going to give up my coffee. Again, just one of those things. I am going to try and limit the amount of coffee. Definitely going to cut down. There's some days when I probably drink like 10 cups of coffee. Let's be honest. Yeah. And that's 10 cups. Yeah. Throughout the day, not all in one sitting. But if I can even cut that in half to start, that'll be great. I'm going to try and limit the soda. I don't drink regular soda, so I don't drink all the sugary ones. And I know in the past I've lost weight while still drinking diet soda, but it definitely slows my process. So I'm definitely going to try and cut back on the soda. There would be some days, again, where I'm drinking, the 20 ounces of Diet Coke, maybe 3 or 4 in a day. Is that hurting my numbers? Maybe, maybe not, but the only way to find out is if I eliminate it. Need to uptake my water intake, of course, like everyone. Never drink enough water. So, something I'm going to try and do with my coffee and my soda is, instead of drinking a whole bottle of soda or coffee, or cups of coffee, I'm going to take sparkling water, and I'm going to probably put maybe half a glass of sparkling water and then put my coffee on top of that, or pour my soda in there. So I'm still getting that taste. I'm still getting the carbonation from the sparkling water, but I'm not necessarily drinking all the soda or all the coffee. Heavy cream. I like my heavy cream and coffee. What I'm going to do is I can drink some black coffee, but not all the time. So I'll be honest with myself. Pour a little cream, just enough in there to take the bite off. If I'm not happy with my results in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, maybe I'll back off that as well. With the carnivore diet, obviously it's meat, but I'm going to have meat. I'm going to have seafood. If it's come from an animal or something on the planet, I'm going to have it. Veggies, not allowed on a carnivore diet. Keto, of course. So, I'll probably still sneak in some a little here and there. I can't help it. Like when I'm cooking up carrots for the dogs, making them tender, I usually have a bite here or there. So, it's going to happen. But again, there's a lot worse things I can eat. I'm going to eat real food. I'm going to avoid going down the aisles and getting all the, the junk, processed food. I'm going to stick to the outer rim of the shopping, the grocery store, as it, is a good way to look at it. There will be a few things I do still have that I will allow myself, just because, again, if I limit too much, I'm going to take away from what I'm trying. I'm going to, I don't want to give up. So things like, I like pork rinds. I'm going to have pork rinds because you get the crunch in it's pork. So try and find a clean version of it. But hey, I'm budget friendly here, so I got to do this budget friendly. So, I'm not going to be able to buy all the, perfect products, the 100% organic version, Panda massage, as Dr. Barry says. Can't do that. It's going to be a budget friendly, and I know it can be done. But, I'll miss the crunch. I know this video's all over the place. I'm sorry. It's the first one I'm doing. I'll try and get better, I promise. But like things like pork rinds. They have like some flavored ones, salt and vinegar, that I like. The ingredients maybe not be the best, but again, it's better to me to eat that as a little snack or something if I need a little crunch, as opposed to going to dip my hands in the pretzels, dip my hands in potato chips. So that's going to be part of it as well. I really don't drink milk anymore. I use heavy whipping cream in most anything that I need to do. If I find my results aren't going the way I want right away, then again, eliminate. Maybe cut back on cheese more, cut back on the coffee more. I'll be glad to share what I'm eating along the way. Definitely, I'll let everyone know, hey, this is what I'm eating for breakfast. This is what I'm eating for lunch. This is what I ate. This is, what I did. This video is really choppy. I'm not going to edit it because it's just spur of the moment that I'm making the video. I've been planning on doing this, but I've just decided to start sharing this. So I will work on editing videos in the future. You might wonder how often I'm going to eat on this diet. Lifestyle change. As Dr. Barry calls it, it's the proper human diet. I'm going to eat when I'm hungry. That's the easiest way to say it. At first, definitely I'm eliminating the snacking. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. people tell us breakfast should be in the morning, lunch should be middle of the late morning, early afternoon, dinner should be 6, 7 o'clock. I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look when I'm hungry. My goal is to eat what eat till I'm properly, satisfied, until I'm full. Not until I feel, oh my God, if I eat another bite, I'm going to throw up. But till I'm satisfied, until I'm hungry, I'm satisfied. So that might be when I wake up and go to work, I want breakfast right away. Okay, I'll eat my breakfast, whatever it is. Maybe I'll want lunch, maybe I won't not want lunch. What I might do is, if I think I'm hungry, I might just go grab, a couple sips of my coffee, drink up a little bit more water, and then, am I still hungry? If not, go about my day. And then when I'm hungry, I'll eat. So maybe I'll be hungry, I'll eat at, 8 a.m. when I get to work. I'll take my breakfast with me. Maybe I'll eat then. Maybe I'll be hungry again at 11. Then if I'm really hungry, I do my water or whatever, then I'll eat again. Okay, that's good. If I'm hungry again later, I'll eat dinner. I would like to eventually get down to where I'm only eating during a 6-hour window, and then fasting the rest of the time. But if I can't do that, I'm not going to beat myself up. If I'm hungry and I have to eat 4 meals tomorrow, I have to eat 4 meals. But I want to be meals. I don't want to be, I'm hungry, let me just try and I'm just going to grab a couple of pieces of cheese and pepperoni and eat that. No, that's snacking. That's not what I want to do. I want to make it worthwhile. Or if I am going to do that, if I feel like I'm hungry, just eat until I'm full again. That's it. Just not make it a snack. Make something to eat. Okay, I'm going to take a couple hard-boiled eggs. Let's chop up some cheese blocks. And whatever I'm doing, some bacon or whatever I'm eating, eat that. Am I full? Good, let's move on. But if I'm finding myself like, okay, I just had 2 slices of cheese and 2 slices of pepperoni, and I'm like, okay, that's good, I wasn't really hungry, was I? No. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for eating. People that know me, I umpire in the summertime, in the spring and summer. Kids play sports, so I want to do that. So that'll it's going to be some eating on the go, but it's got to make the right choices along the way. I'm more than willing to share what I'm doing. If I do have to eat on the go, what I'm eating. Yeah, so I'm going to post this on YouTube. If you guys follow on YouTube, you can find me there. Leave comments, questions, like it, whatever you do. I don't know. I do all sorts of things. This is the first video I've ever done that's going to go on there. So that'll be interesting to see how this goes. And, I'll post this on my Facebook page as well. So that's where I'm assuming people will see it. Feel free to share it with people. Ask questions, or again, whatever. But hey, if you watch this, I appreciate you taking the 15 minutes out of your 14 minutes or so out of your day to do this. Sunday, I'm waiting for Riley to get done with softball practice, so I had a little time to kill. Got some black coffee here. I do have an energy drink, but no more energy drinks. Those are we got to cut off the energy drinks. And then I'll also show along the way that this can definitely be done budget friendly. You don't have to spend a lot of money to eat carnivore or to be keto to get the benefits from it. Dr. Barry and Dr. Ken Barry, he's also on YouTube. He's a great follow. Has videos on like doing carnivore on a budget. The one thing he always says is, you're better off eating the cheapest hot dog you can find at, the dollar store than you are going and getting, a cheeseburger with ketchup and all the buns, adding the Doritos, chips, French fries, all that. You're better off eating the cheapest dollar store hot dog. And, hey, you do what you gotta do to snack. I'll still eat, deli meats, even though they're processed. Not the best for you. I'm really gonna try just to stick with, like, ground beef, butter, bacon is my mainstay. Some steaks, ribeyes, those are always good, but again, budget friendly. Chuck roast. There's a lot of different people that I follow on YouTube that just have great ideas, great recipe ideas. But hey, I'm human. If the best I can do someday, I'm out, for whatever reason, going from work to going to a game, I don't have time and I can only grab some Slim Jims, or hey, run into the store and just grab some bologna, some cheese, do a little wrap, roll up. Hey, it is what it is. It's still better than the alternative of, let me stop and get a bagel and cream cheese at Tim Hortons, or a donut, or a Timbit, or whatever the case is. Can still eat out. I'll show that along the way. You can still eat out and get the results. Tomorrow when I do my weigh-in, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'll share it. It's not going to be pretty. I'll share some of the other results that are not promising for me right now, that I need to turn around. And that's a need to turn around. It's not even you can lose some weight. No, you need to turn it around. I'll be vulnerable in this situation, but this is the way to be honest, and to be honest with myself and hold myself accountable. And hey, maybe someone's watching this who's gone through it like I have. So hey, throw in what you've done to work, or if you've had results, hey, share. Anyone who watches this will be able to share results too. I'm not one of these. I'm not going to be like some of these people I follow that have like 5,000 subscribers and, hey, I'm, sponsored by ABC company. Go online and you can get a discount code. Hey, that'd be great. Why not? But that's not the goal. The goal of this is just for me to be honest. I'll probably have like 3 people who watch these videos if I'm lucky. And, I am a Yankee fan, so anyone who's not not a Yankee fan, you're still welcome to follow. I only ask that let's just, anyone who chats in or anything, just stay positive. The struggle's real for people. I've went back and forth on my weight for years. Oh wow, I said 15 minutes. Now we're on 17 minutes. But it is a real struggle. I struggled from what people call carb addiction. It's a serious thing. I could eat a box of graham crackers, Girl Scout cookies, animal crackers. Ask my wife if there's those little vanilla wafers. Oh gosh, that box will be gone in moments. I'll blame the kids, but it'll be me. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Proper human diet, as Dr. Barry says, and I can't promise that I won't slip up along the way. But when I do, I'll be honest with it here. Hey, I've known I'm going to start this for the last couple of days, but the wife made, for a meat raffle we went to, she made these Oreo balls with the cream cheese, crushed up Oreos. Oh gosh, I went to town on those, and my numbers are paying for it today. I can feel the inflammation in my body. So I'll be honest when I slip up. If I can't be honest with myself, then what's the point? But anyhow, thanks for spending a little time here watching this video. If you did, thumbs up, like, whatever you can do. I don't even know how this stuff works, to be honest. This may never even wind up anywhere for all I know. But enjoy your Sunday. Stay strong.